Everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Amy Ray of Amy Ray Plans, and in today's video I'm here to film a plan with me for the week of April 20th through April 26th. We're going to be using, or I don't know why I said where, but I guess because you guys are watching it. But we're going to use February 2026 Mystery Rainy Day Reads. This is so cute. I love it so much. I'm a big reader. I absolutely love this box. Like one of my favorite full boxes of all time. Let's see. Got a lot of obviously book themed. So I read that book. I love this little thing that says books are cheaper than therapy. These books I've read: The Love Hypothesis, Beach Read, Atmosphere, Happy Place. And those are all the ones I've read of that. Then we have this sheet. This one, the two different fashion boxes, the tall box, the doodles, double box scene. You guys know what I'm going to say. What am I going to say about the deco? A little big for my liking. See, this is how I prefer my deco. I prefer it smaller. And, like, I don't mind if it's multiples. Like, I'd rather this be a tiny bit smaller and have like one or two more pieces of it, because I don't mind putting the same piece on each side. So that's how I feel about deco. I don't know if I'm in the majority or the minority on that, so let me know. How do you prefer your deco? Really, really big, kind of medium, kind of smallish. I don't mind if some pieces are a tiny bit big, but not like every single piece. Love the patterns, especially these two, the clouds and the rainbows. And then for this week, I went back and forth on foil for a while. Originally, I was just going to do silver. Then I was going to do silver sparkly hollow. But then I was like, I used sparkly hollow this week, and I'm using it the week after. So then I decided to mix it with hollow. Or no, actually then I was like, let's just do hollow. But then I was like, no, let's do a mix. The washi I'm using, I love this washi. Sorry, I was listening to something. I love this washi so much. I think this was destashed to me. Honestly, there's so much Simply Gilded washi that's not available anymore that I wish I had gotten when it was available. I started following this new person on Instagram. Like, I found her through, like, you know, the algorithm will show you things you follow a lot. And she had this beautiful Stardust washi. I think that's the name of it. From Simply Gilded, and it was like cotton candy color, blue and pink. So pretty. Anyway, this is from Simply Gilded, and it's hollow. And then, so with the washi overlay, I did it in silver. The foil we're using, like I said, is a mix. I'm doing confetti. That's my friend Krissy, who sadly passed. That's her handwriting. I always get emotional when I see things or use things that she destashed to me. But anyway, for this kit, I have a bunch of book-themed questions. I have a chores-themed question, a Disney and Pixar one, and a Would You Rather. Not sure if we get to them all, but I'd rather have more than not enough. Dave, I'm filming, but Davey! I don't know if you can hear my son. He's meowing. My little kitty cat. He has not been hanging out with me much this week. Yeah, Monday was the last day he, like, cuddled with me a lot. I really love this kit. This is Linner Designs. I'm filming this on a Saturday. I did a mix of Sparkly Hollow and Sparkly Blue. All right, so let's do boxes. I also have some leftovers. Leftovers in silver and a little bit of leftovers in hollow. Now, I didn't count the boxes. I think, I know I'll have to, like, I'm not able to use everything. Let's see. We have two double boxes. Okay. I might just use one. Let's see. 8, 9, 10, 11. So I'm not using the tall box, but one, I don't know, which, I really do like this, because I, like, all right, let's see. I'm not going to use this one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't mean to use this one, so maybe I will use, but let me see. 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh yeah, that works, because 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, so I'm not going to use this one, even though it is very pretty. And I'm not using the tall box. So I do have enough to do double boxes, or a double box on each side. All right, so I'm definitely going to use, I really like this one. Well, I like both, but I'm going to use this one. Before I do that, let me figure out. Let's see. Let's do like mix up the blues and the purples. So we'll do a blue, crooked story of my life. So the book themed this or that I have is like a couple different ones that I just mixed together to make one big one. I feel like lately when I do this or that, since I've been doing them for so long, a lot of times I'm like, I've answered that question before, definitely answered that one before. Like, because I think there's some in this one, not just on the book theme, but the other one that are, I wish I had used blue first, but that's okay. That are ones I've answered. So I don't know if I'll re-answer them or just skip over them. We'll see. All right. So this one here. So first question is, oh, before we get into that, if you've been on my channel for a while, you know that I'm a Mets fan. They've lost 9 games in a row. I know that, like, at this point, I'm like, if they keep playing like this, they're definitely not going to be in the playoffs. And I know people say, like, it's only the end of April, there's still so many games, but, like, they can't hit. If they do hit, they leave runners on base. They've been making a ton of errors in defense. I also think that what they did in the offseason, so, like, they signed Jorge Polanco. Now he's on the IL, but he was, like, dealing with injuries when they signed him. One of the dumbest trades I've ever seen in my life was trading Brandon Nimmo for Marcus Semien. Brandon Nimmo is lighting it up on the new team he's on. And I'm not just saying that that's a dumb trade because he's one of my favorite Mets of all time. It really is. Like, you compare the numbers, it's crazy. I also know that most of you probably don't care, so I'll get over my rant soon. But they also didn't re-sign Pete Alonso, and our first base is like a platooning first base, so it's not like a consistent guy going out there for first base every day. Really, really bad choice not re-signing him. Then they didn't re-sign Jeff McNeil, and I think he is kind of underrated at his position, and I think they should re-sign him. Also, Edwin Diaz, great reliever, but I'm not as mad at Diaz not being on the team because he willingly went to the Dodgers. Like, that's where he wanted to go, so I kind of feel like he's a traitor. Like, the Dodgers are one of our rivals, and but yeah, the other 3, Nimmo, Alonso, and McNeil, should still be on the Mets. All right, rant over. Actually, let me check the time. All right. Because, yes, I'm still going to watch them, even though they drive me nuts. All right, so these I'm going to put over there. I really do wish I could use tall boxes, or more often, but if I'm using a tall box in the sidebar, that eliminates 2 of the regular full boxes, and there's not usually 2 full boxes that I want to eliminate. All right, so let's see, how do I want to do this? I just put this here because I didn't want to use a whole planning pad for one pre-plan I had to mark. All right, let's see. I really love this washi, though. I know, like, the blues don't match exactly because, like, that blue is much brighter than these 2, but I still think it works. All right, so these are all my boxes. Okay. Just deciding which ones. Let's do... let me decide which ones I want in my sidebar first. That would make sense. I guess we will do this one in the sidebar. Taylor Jenkins Reid. I love her books. She was actually, that book was a category or a question in Jeopardy yesterday. It was like Taylor Jenkins Reid something wrote The Seven Husbands of This, and I was like, Evelyn, here you go. All right, so we have that one. Where are my headers? Right here. I'm like looking over here. So first question, buy or borrow? I borrow from the library, but I also buy a lot of books. So I guess in choosing one, I would go with buy. On my sidebar, I will do this one. And then I'll do that one on the bottom. Yes, I would say buy. And then next one is night reader or day reader. I used to be a big night reader, but now I probably was a big night reader when I was like in school and working, because like that was where my free time really came, besides the weekend was at night. But now I definitely say day reader. All right, so we're gonna do 2 silver. Oh, it's okay. Then we have read in bed or read on sofa. I do both, but I probably read in bed more often. All right, and then we have, wait, why does that look like silver and not hollow? What? Is this ice? Oh my gosh, I don't think this is silver. I was looking at this and I thought it looked like ice, but I can't tell. All right, hold on. I don't know. Oh. Why does this look like, oh my gosh, I think this is ice and I totally, why is it so hard? I don't know. I just had my eyes examined a couple months ago. Why is this? I can't tell if this is, hold on, wait. I have silver right here. This is silver, right? Oh my gosh. Why? Okay, that's silver. Okay, hold on a second. Oh my gosh, why can't I tell? This is really bad. Hold on, maybe this will be better. Oh my gosh, that's totally ice, isn't it? Yeah, that's a difference. Okay. I was looking at that header, I was looking at that washi overlay, like, I think this is, oh my gosh. All right, so I must have used silver and ice together, and then when I was going through my stuff. All right, so this is definitely ice. Okay. Ice, silver, 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 silver. All right, so we're gonna have a lot of silver mixed with an ice, silver and hollow mixed with an ice washi. That is crazy. And that's also bananas that it took me that long to figure that out. Now I'm like, I never want to use ice with silver again because, wow, that was kind of crazy. Pretty, so those were, that's silver, boy. Oh, I've lost the plot, all right? The plot has been lost. Wow, that is crazy. have to be more careful when I mix my metals, and it's not mixed in the same foil bundle. I do it separately because that was really crazy bananas. I'm kind of mad that I didn't realize that sooner, because now I have ice washi overlay, but it's okay. Can't change it. It is what it is. That was insane to me. Okay. All right, let me just pull this over out. And that probably took like so long to figure out. So if you make it to the end of this video, you're a real one. All right. All right, now I'm all discombobulated now. I'm like, that was literally insane. All right. Let's get back on track. Let's do this super cute kitty cat down there. Super, super cute. Then I'm gonna do this double box over here. So yeah, for night reader or day reader, day reader, or no, we did that one. We did, all right, I'm all discombobulated. With music or without music? Without music. I cannot concentrate on what I'm reading if I read with music. Coffee or tea? Coffee. Would you rather read outside or read inside? Read inside. Would you rather read an e-book or an audiobook? E-book. Oh wait. Yeah, I guess we'll do that here. I didn't really, yeah, I think I'm going to switch this up and do that one on the bottom over here. And then that's crazy because I'll have 4 boxes of like icons and scripts and stuff. This is kind of a crazy layout because normally I have like, the most I have is like 3, like here. But this one's going to be 2, 3, 4, and 3. That's crazy. Sorry if I wasn't in frame. And then this one I'm going to put up here. So yeah, definitely ebook. I don't do audiobooks just because if I'm not focused on what I'm reading, I will get lost. And if I'm like listening to an audiobook and doing other things, I'm not really focused on the audiobook. I'm like multitasking, and that just doesn't work for me. As you can see, like how discombobulated I got after that. But I think this would have been pretty with ice, but yeah, I don't know. Now I'm like that looks so dumb that that's ice, but I'm just like overthinking. Book Instagram or book talk? Book Instagram. I don't have TikTok. Skipping pages or reading every word. Reading every word. Unless it's a book I'm struggling to get through, then I might skip a little bit. But if it's like a book I love, an author I love, I'm reading every word. Next is thriller or sci-fi. Thriller. I'm not into sci-fi books or movies, but I really love thrillers and mysteries. I can't get into horror because I know that'll scare me. But I do love thrillers and mysteries. And a lot of times if I'm in a reading slump, reading a thriller or a mystery will get me out of it, because I was in a big reading slump. Like, I don't think I read any, no, I know I didn't read any books from April 1st through April 9th. Then I read a whole book on April 10th, and this week I've read 3 books. And we're only in Saturday, and I'll read more tomorrow. Today I don't think I'll have time to read because it's almost time for the Bad News Mets, as I call them. And then after that is the Knicks playoff game. So I probably won't start a new book today, but the book series I was reading was a 3-book series, Frida McFadden, the Housemaid series. So good. Those are the first books I read by her, and I definitely want to read more from her. And I watched the movie because my best friend was like, you should watch the movie. My sister was like, you should watch the movie after you read the book. So I read the book and then I watched the movie. Next question is always with coffee or always with snacks? I definitely have coffee more when I'm reading than snacks. So I would say always with coffee. Wait a second. Did I miss something? 1, 2. Hold on a second. I feel like I skipped. Oh, yeah, I did. This one should be light blue. And then that one should be here. Okay. Next question is new releases or classics? New releases. I'm not really a classics person. There's some classics that I want to read, but I just don't like prioritize it. Next question is Goodreads or book journal? Goodreads. I'd love to get into book journaling, but Lord knows I spend enough on stickers as it is. I don't need another sticker category to get. Slow burn or instant chemistry? Probably slow burn. It would depend though. There's times where slow burn gets like boring and you're just like, get on with it already. So, like, you know, obviously, like, admit your feelings already. It's like, it's obvious. Love triangle or one true love? One true love. Happy ending or bittersweet? Happy ending. Sports romance or billionaire romance? Sports romance. Less than 300 pages or more than 300 pages? That depends. If I'm really loving the book, I want it to be as long as possible. If I'm not enjoying it, I want it to be as short as possible. The Vampire Diaries or Twilight? Twilight. Wait a second. The Vampire Diaries were based on books. I have to look into that. Then we have, would you rather read with your pet or without? With. Book club or solo read? Solo read. I gotta do headers, so I have to decide what colors I want where. So let's do the blues in silver and hollow on the purples. Next question is novel or novella? Novel. I recently read a novella by Allie Hazelwood, and I was like annoyed because I loved it so much, and I was like, I really wish this was a full-length novel, which tends to happen when I read novellas. Prologue or epilogue? Epilogue. Then the last question is happy ending or a cliffhanger? Happy ending. I do not like cliffhangers. Another thing cliffhangers annoy me in is when your TV show is ending for the season and they leave it with a cliffhanger and then you have to wait like 3 months, 4 months to find out what happened, or even longer if it's like on streaming sometimes. Because like if it's on like a cable show or a cable network, usually like the show ends for the season in like April or May, and then it'll come back in like September or October. But streaming, you usually have to wait longer. All right, headers for the hollow ones. The next this or that is a chores one, and this said, oh, that went down so crooked. Ugh. The next, oh, and I ruined that, but that's okay. It was like chores, this or that for kids, but I was like, I'll just do it because it seemed like a fun one and like a more unique one than like a lot of other ones. So would you rather do dishes or fold laundry? Definitely do dishes. Vacuum or dust? Vacuum. Dusting bothers my allergies, and then I feel like my sinuses are out of whack the rest of the day. Take out trash or mow the lawn? Take out trash. wash the car, walk the dog. I don't have a dog, but I used to, and I would choose walk the dog over wash a car. Next is clean your room or your bathroom, my room. Grocery shop or cook dinner, grocery shop. Sweep floor or scrub floor, sweep. Sorry. Need to take a sip of my drink. Then we have, would you rather water plants or make the bed? Water plants. Would you rather change sheets or iron clothes? Change sheets. And then the last one is, would you rather rake leaves or shovel snow? Rake leaves. I feel like raking leaves doesn't require as much strength as shoveling snow. Shoveling snow, because with the snow you're like scooping it up, but then you have to like put it into a pile somewhere, and you have to like lift it, and when the snow is on the shovel it's much heavier than just raking leaves. All right, so let's do full box overlays. I think I always do full box overlays first, but this time I did underlays first. I mean, not underlays, header overlays first. Okay. Let me move this silver out of the way so I don't, I mean, not silver, the ice out of the way so I don't accidentally mix up ice and silver again. I wish, could you like write on these? What I might have to do is like cut this and leave the sticky part on and like write ice and then put it here for the leftovers I have of ice so that doesn't happen again. All right, so we did silver. So then for here, we'll start with hollow. Oh wait, since I have two double boxes, let me do my double box first. So like for here, we'll start silver. Silver, hollow, silver. Actually, it doesn't matter because whichever one I do, the double box is going to have the same foil. I guess we'll do hollow. Yeah, let's do hollow. So then that'll be silver in that one. And then I'll start with silver up here. All right, we have that one. The next this or that I have is, it's like a Disney and Pixar movie themed one. Like, which one would you rather watch? You see that? I was going to put that over there. For this one, the first one is WALL-E or Onward. I have not seen Onward, so I'll go with WALL-E. A lot of the newer Disney ones, not a lot, but some of them I haven't seen because, I don't know, I guess I don't prioritize the new Disney ones, but there's some that I haven't seen that I want to go back and watch. Like, I loved the first Inside Out, and I think there's like, I know there's a second, but I don't know if there's a second and a third, so I want to see those. And then there's some other ones, like I've never seen, I know I've seen pieces of Up, but I don't think I've seen the full thing. I've never seen the Moana movies, but I want to go see them because when I was working at the daycare, I had the like Disney music, and like some of the songs, like the really popular songs from Moana were like popular at that time when I was working with kids. So I want to go back and see that. And then there's some other ones. So WALL-E or Onward, I'll go with WALL-E because I've never seen Onward. But with WALL-E, actually, I don't think I've seen the whole thing. I think I just seen bits and pieces, or I might not have even seen it. So, but I guess I'll still go with WALL-E because I know more about that one. All right, so we're going to have hollow and hollow. Okay. Then we have Disney princesses or villains, princesses. And then we have this one here. All right, that's hollow. So, all right, let me put that there. The Aristocrats or 101 Dalmatians. I loved both of these growing up, but I definitely think I watched 101 Dalmatians more. And then we have Ariel or Megara, Megara. Is that the girl from Brave? remember her name. But I'd still go with Ariel because I have seen Brave, and I did love it. But Ariel was like, that was when I was a kid, so I watched that one often. Or definitely more often than I've seen Brave. I've only seen Brave once. Alright, let's do this here. Then we have Pocahontas or Tarzan. Pocahontas. High School Musical or Camp Rock. Camp Rock. I mean, no, High School Musical. That one was like really... That came out when I was... I don't know when I came out, but I definitely was more into High School Musical than I was the Camp Rock. Although I did like both Camp Rock movies. Alright, so that one, we have that. Let me see, which one is that? Okay. Yeah, let's just do this one here. Okay. And then I need to, on the sidebar, let's do this one because then I finish a sheet. Did I? Okay. Next one is Tron or Cars. Cars. One more overlay. Let's see. We have that one. That I feel like that one went so crooked. And it's very easy to tell. All right, that one. So let's do this one. Probably should have spaced these out better because like the same pattern is, but that's okay. All right, let me get, all right, these, I'm not sure if I'm doing foil deco, so we'll save those to the side. This is silver. Oh, those are all extra leftovers. Okay, put that there. Overlays. Overlays. Okay, hold on. Don't need that. This is the problem when I mix metals. I'm like, everything's all discombobulated. Sometimes I wish you could just order foil bundles where, like, say you wanted this pattern and you wanted it mixed metal, you could, like, go in the drop down and be like, okay, I want a mixed metal one of this, and it's, like, formatted for you. All right, so these I don't need. These I do need. This I might need. These I might, okay, there we go. All right, next question. Actually, which one is that? Hollow. Let's start with silver. Do all the silver ones first. The Parent Trap or Freaky Friday. Loved both of these movies, but I definitely love Freaky Friday more. Mary Poppins or Winnie the Pooh. Winnie the Pooh. Sorry, I just realized when I turn my light on, I put on my fan, and I thought I closed it. All right, let's see. Wait a second. That was not supposed to go there. Silver Hollow. Okay. I have enough of these. I don't need. Okay. Silver Hollow. So then Hollow Silver. Silver. Winnie the Pooh. Ratatouille or Inside Out. Inside Out. Pirates of the Caribbean or Treasure Planet. Pirates of the Caribbean. Silver. Wait, silver. Tangled or Frozen. Frozen. And oh, that went down crooked. And then silver will be up here. Alright. Next one is Moana or Brave. Brave. Beauty and the Beast or Little Mermaid. Beauty and the Beast. Alright, so that's silver. So I need those. Hercules or Aladdin. Aladdin. Up or Coco. Up. Wreck-It Ralph or Big Hero 6. I haven't seen either of these, even though I'd like to see Big Hero 6. I don't know. Did they have a sequel for that one? Can't remember. Finding Nemo or Monsters, Inc. Finding Nemo. Toy Story or The Incredibles. Toy Story. I used to be sick of that movie because every Thursday for a while, growing up, my mom watched one of my younger cousins. And he was obsessed with that. And that is the only movie he wanted to watch. And I'm like, Mom, can we please watch any other Disney movie? I'm so sick of this one. And it was funny. I used to pretend to be sick to stay home from school on the days that, on the Thursdays that we watched him. And my mom would be like, okay, but if you're sick, you have to stay upstairs and you can't hang out with Liam. That's my cousin's name. And I'd be like, okay, I'll go to school, because she knew I really wasn't sick. She knew I just wanted to hang out with Liam. So yeah, Toy Story. Then we have Tarzan or Mulan. Lion King or Fox and the Hound. I loved Fox and the Hound when I was little. So this one's hard, but I guess I'll go with Lion King. And then Nightmare Before Christmas or Frankenweenie. Nightmare Before Christmas. I've never seen Frankenweenie. Alright, so I did end up with an extra this or that, so I'll save that for my next video. And it's actually, I said to myself, put up a question box on Instagram this week, but I didn't. Alright, let's see. So we have this guy. This is going to be so crazy, but I have my scissors. I actually got a pack of these. I think I said, because you can't just get the scissors, you have to get, like, all the other ones that come with it. So, I got a new pack, and it's much cheaper to get them from Target, because I paid, it was $13.99, and then I went to Michael's after Target, and the same pack with the same amount of tools in it and everything was $26.99 or $27.99. I can't remember. All right. Like, this one we have 2 of, so that's really good. Ugh. Ugh. Definitely have to cut deco this week. Maybe I'll just put it up like that. Alright. And then, I love this little book journal. If someone could come and do a book journal for me, because I've seen, like, Bonjour Domi's book journal, amazing. I've seen Kirsten's book journal, beautiful. Andrea's, they all have, all the book journals I see are so good, and I'm like, mine would never look that pretty, so. Alright, is that, I don't know if this is, like, oh yeah, that's the Kindle, okay. So we have that there. I feel like the size of this deco is so crazy because there's like this huge piece and then that piece is so small. All right, let's do that there. All right, let's do this one. I don't really want to cut this, but obviously I'm going to have to. But all right. Let's see. I feel like if I move this over a little bit, I can fit these here. Yeah, that works. Okay. Okay. The books. This one, oh, I definitely want to do the phone. This one is smaller. We don't need to do this. Yeah, let's do that there. And then we could put the phone there because that piece is bigger. Let's see. this one's so cute. So is this. These are all like. All right, let's. This one there. I want to do the plant. I really want to do this one, but that one's like so huge. Like, I know some of them are big, but like, I really like this one too, but I definitely think I need to cut it. Alright, and then I already have the glasses and this on this side, so let me see. Maybe we'll move, hold on. I moved the same piece of deco so many times. Coffee here. I really wish I could get 2 more pieces in there, but coffee there. And then I guess we'll do this one. I really wanted to do this one, but I feel like it's not going to fit anywhere. I mean, I feel like it would fit here, but I'd probably have to cut a lot off. But wait a second. We have this here, so we don't need this one. But this, let's see. Maybe if I put, all right, let's do some rearranging. Maybe if I put these glasses over here, then this one, all right, let's see. Piece of deco. It's gonna look, no, it's just gonna have the floor. Maybe, yeah, that's what we'll do. There we go. Make my own little piece of deco. Oh, wait, I had it right there. Oh, my gosh. That's fine. I still like that. But I am going to moving the coffee piece again. It's going to be like, lady, leave me down and stop picking me up. All right, there we go. I think that's good. That's the only one I didn't use a second time. All right, I feel like this Plan With Me is going to take forever to upload. I know I mentioned in a video that a 22-minute, I know I mentioned this, but I don't know if I mentioned the updates. So I had a video that was 22 minutes, take 9 hours to upload from my phone to the YouTube app. And I had a video, a Plan With Me. I think it was the Plan With Me before this. That was like 30-something minutes. And it took like 2 hours to upload. And I'm like, how does that make sense? I don't know. It's like temperamental. It's like, okay, today I'll take half a day to not half a day, but you know what I mean. Almost all day to upload. And then another day, it's like, oh, I'll just take 2 hours and your video will be uploaded. All right, so we have this. Like I said, only one pre-plan for this week. I definitely cut the paper on that. Definitely, look at that. Oh my gosh, that's why I hate cutting deco. I hate cutting deco, and I hate when my stickers don't go straight. All right, I want to keep these sharp for as long as possible. Oh, I'll do that on the, all right. All right, for the birthday is on Friday. It's my sister's birthday. Let's see, what color do I want to use? Or one of my sisters, I should say. Let's use purple, dark purple. And let's use a patterned one. I feel like this video is super long. All right, let's try to get it straight and even. Oop. Didn't mark that time. So yeah, after this, I will start to upload this. Hopefully, it won't take a long time to upload so that I can put it up tomorrow, which is Sunday. And then go in here with my custom scripts. And I need hollow. Do I have hollow? Oh yeah, that's right. I never got hollow in these, which I should change. I need to make a note of that the next time I make a order with... Oh, wait, I don't need hollow. I have silver, too. Duh. Duh, duh, duh. All right. Let's see. I forgot my siblings are on the other one, not this one. All right. Silver. There we go. And these are the custom birthday samplers that you can add in the names from Plannahannah. And now deciding on what character sticker I want to use. If these didn't have pink in them, they'd be pretty. But they got pink. Or they have. I should speak proper English. Oh, let's use this one from Paper and Milk. That's the shop I missed the most. Paper and Milk. Then Pink Diamond Planner Co. I mean, there's a lot of shops I missed, but Paper and Milk and Pink Diamond Planner Co. are two of my, or like my top two favorites that I missed. All right, so we have the kit from Scribble Prints Co. as well as the foil bundle, Plannahannah, and Paper and Milk. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Oh, and the washi right here is Simply Gilded. Thank you guys so much for watching this hot mess of a video. I hope you're all doing well and staying safe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, everyone. Thanks for watching.